I just woke up on a stone floor inside the Great Pyramid, and there are men shouting behind this wall like they have been working all night. This symbol was not here when I opened my eyes. Or maybe I missed it because the torch was already burning beside my face. The torch is warm, the blanket is warm, and that means someone placed me here recently, then left before I woke up, behind me. I found a curtain covering the doorway, and the corridor outside sounds crowded, but every footstep echoes like it is inside my chest, underneath us. The wall is shaking under my hand, not from collapse, but from something enormous being dragged through a hidden passage beside me, inside here. Workers just rushed past with ropes over their shoulders, and none of them screamed at my clothes, my accent, or my face right now. Dust keeps falling from the ceiling, and the foreman behind me is yelling at everyone to move before the priests arrive while it moves. I found a service tunnel under the workers' path, and the cockroaches are all running one direction, which feels like a warning behind me. There are bats above me, beetles under my sandals, and a draft coming from somewhere that smells like open desert while the floor vibrates. The tunnel drops into stairs so narrow I have to turn sideways, and every step is polished by hands older than history, inside here. The voices are louder down here, but they do not sound human anymore. They sound like people chanting from inside the stone, right now. There is water under the pyramid, completely still, except my reflection is moving half a second later than I am before another door closes. Something under the water brushed my fingers, and I am trying to stay calm because panic echoes way too loudly in here, behind me. The reflection is showing a doorway behind me, but when I turn around there is only stone and dripping darkness, while the floor vibrates. This storage room is full of sealed jars, papyrus bundles, and footprints that stop right in the middle of the floor while dust falls. The papyrus shows a woman waking in a chamber, holding a torch, with the same necklace I am wearing right now, before it seals. I found an amulet buried under broken pottery, and the second I picked it up, every worker outside went silent, before another door closes. There are priests in the next room, and one just said the sleeping chamber must stay sealed until the false sunrise, as shadows shift. They are pouring oil into bowls on the floor. Every flame bends toward the center like it is bowing. The floor vibrates. One priest stopped walking and looked straight toward this corner, like he heard me breathing through 20 feet of stone, before the priests arrive. The torches behind me are going out one by one, and the darkness is moving faster than fire should ever disappear before it seals. The way back is sealed by stones that look freshly fallen, but there was no crash, no dust cloud, no warning while it moves. There is a rope under the rocks, stretched tight, and something on the other side just pulled back twice as the chanting gets closer. I found the burial chamber, and the lid has fresh scratches along the edge, like someone tried to leave from inside before they arrive. There is blue light coming from beneath the sarcophagus, not firelight, and every insect in the room is crawling toward it while dust falls. My necklace keeps tugging toward the sarcophagus, and the air around it feels charged like lightning trapped underground while the walls keep shifting. The priests are coming back, and I think this amulet is not treasure. I think it is a key they lost. While it moved, I found a latch disguised as a crack, and the wall opened without grinding, like it had been waiting, as the chanting gets closer. This tunnel is packed with scarab beetles, and they are not random. They are arranged in lines pointing deeper, while the animals keep watching. A rope ladder drops into darkness, and every knot has fresh dust rubbed off, like someone climbed it minutes ago, before the priests arrive. I made it down, but the water level is higher now, and the ripples are moving toward me against the draft, before it seals. The amulet glows over the water, and my reflection points behind me before I hear the footsteps arrive, before the corridor seals again, underneath us. Behind this shelf is another papyrus, and this one has my face drawn beside a map of 3 pyramids as the chanting gets closer. The drawing shows me leaving this pyramid, crossing the plateau, and entering a smaller one before sunset, while the animals keep watching right now. The workers are dragging a giant stone sled through the passage, and the rope is carving fresh grooves into the floor while dust falls. A worker shoved this chisel into my hand, then looked terrified, like helping me was the most dangerous thing here, while shadows keep moving. I hit the wall seam once, and the sound came back hollow, like an empty room answered from behind it, before another door closes. There is daylight through this shaft, and I can see dust moving upward, like the pyramid is breathing out, as the chanting gets closer. When I put the amulet in the light, the wall behind me clicked in a pattern that sounded like counting, while the floor vibrates. I am outside, but not safe. The Great Pyramid is behind me, and 2 other pyramids are lined up like targets, while dust falls. Workers on the second pyramid just stopped moving at the same time, and every head turned toward me across the sand before it seals. The desert wind feels real, but the amulet mark on my palm is pulling toward the smaller pyramid on the left while it moves. I found a workers' camp with bread ovens, donkeys, dogs, and one old man who recognized the symbol on my hand. As shadows shift, the dog is barking at empty sand, but the sand is moving in a line, straight toward the satellite pyramid, while the floor vibrates. Donkeys are dragging water jars toward the ramp, and the workers are whispering that the buried door opened again, before the light disappears again. I am on the quarry ramp now, and blocks are sliding down behind me, faster than the workers can control, while shadows keep moving. The chisel mark matches a symbol carved into this block, and the block is pointing directly at the smaller pyramid, before another door closes. The dust is so thick I can barely see, but I hear priests below ordering everyone to block the ramp as the torches flicker. This smaller pyramid has the same floor symbol from my chamber, except here it is carved upside down, while the animals keep watching right now. A flock of ibis birds just exploded out of the doorway, and something inside knocked 3 times after them, before the light disappears again. The entrance is barely open, but cold air is pouring out, carrying the same chanting from under, while shadows keep moving. The cockroaches are racing along the wall crack ahead of me, and I am following them because they know the exit better, down here. Bats are circling so low, I can feel the air from their wings, and the tunnel floor is vibrating again as the torches flicker. The priests found the smaller pyramid too, and they are not surprised. They look like they have done this before, while the floor vibrates. I came out into a temple courtyard, and every cat here is staring at my wrist instead of my face before the priests arrive. The wall painting shows 3 pyramids connected underground, and one tunnel is marked with a symbol shaped like an eye, while shadows keep moving. The incense smoke is not drifting randomly. It is drawing a path through the courtyard toward a sealed column before the corridor seals again. When I press my marked palm to the column, the cats scatter, the geese scream, and the floor unlocks as the chanting gets closer. There is another shaft under the courtyard, and this one slopes back toward the Great Pyramid beneath the sand, while the animals keep watching. I am sliding down the steps, and the dust is flying upward past me, which means air is rushing from below, while dust falls. I am back inside the Great Pyramid, but the corridor is different now, wider, newer, and filled with fresh torchlight, while workers are carrying lamps past me in silence, and each lamp goes out exactly when it passes my marked wrist, before another door closes. The sarcophagus is opening by itself, but there is no body inside, only stairs going down through blue light as the chanting gets closer. The stairs inside the sarcophagus match the map from the papyrus, and every step has my symbol carved into it, while the floor vibrates. I am inside the sarcophagus staircase, and the walls are covered with stars instead of hieroglyphs, glowing when I breathe, before the priests arrive. The stars are forming a route, not across the sky, but across the inside of the pyramid like a machine, while shadows keep moving. The stairs end above black water again, except now the water reflects the outside plateau, before the corridor seals again. My reflection just raised its hand before I did, and it is pointing at a door opening behind me as the chanting gets closer. The door is covered in scarabs, and they are parting around my hand like they have been trained, while the animals keep watching, right now. A snake just crossed the path in front of me, slow and calm, then disappeared under the exact stone I need, while dust falls. Under the tile is a second amulet, smaller than the first, and this one is shaped like a pyramid, while the walls keep shifting. The 2 symbols line up on my wrist, and the papyrus is rewriting itself while I hold them together, before the corridor seals again. I am outside again, but the 3 pyramids are not where they were. They have shifted positions across the plateau as the torches flicker. The shadow of the Great Pyramid is moving against the sun, sweeping over the workers like a giant hand, while the animals keep watching. The workers are pulling ropes in panic now, not building anything, trying to hold a stone doorway closed before the light disappears again, down here. I grab the rope with them, and something on the other side is pulling hard enough to drag everyone forward, while shadows keep moving. The camp is emptying fast. Dogs are barking, donkeys are breaking loose, and the old man is pointing me back underground, while it moves. He gave me bread with the eye symbol baked into it, then said the pyramid only opens for the hungry, as the torches flicker. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I put the bread in the bowl, and every lamp in the chamber turned blue before they arrive. The priests are kneeling now, not chasing me, and one of them just called me the person who closes the morning, while dust falls. The sarcophagus is pulsing like a heart, and the blue light is counting down with every step I take, while the walls keep shifting. I place the pyramid amulet on the lid, and the scratches rearranged into a map of the way out, before the corridor seals again. Torches are lighting ahead of me instead of behind me now, like the pyramid finally wants me to leave, as the chanting gets closer. The blocked passage has a crack full of sunlight, and I can feel desert wind pushing through every gap, while the animals keep watching. The stone is scraping my shoulder, but I can see the plateau outside and hear birds instead of chanting. Before the light disappears again, I am out, the shaft is closing behind me, and the pyramid sounds like it is breathing one last time, while shadows keep moving. The mark on my wrist is fading, but it leaves a tiny map, pointing from the Great Pyramid to the smaller one, down here. The smaller pyramid just opened by itself, the ibis birds are circling again, and I think this story is not over, as shadows shift. The scarabs are forming an arrow in the sand, pointing straight into the smaller pyramid, and every bird above me is circling lower, underneath us. If this cuts out now, remember this. I did not find the pyramid's secret. I think the secret found me, before the priests arrive.